Yeah. Yeah. From the hard, can't go no harder.
Welcome to another edition of Feature Artist Fridays. Teresa DaCosta here, Dr. Energy Consulting LLC, providing marketing, branding, and event sponsorship services for your independent artists or business needs. On the line, we have the boss, Shawn Maxwell. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Got a record label, Boss LLC, production company, Skyline Production. That's my filming company, short screens, plays, anything that need to be written, we shoot. Got my own studio out here called the ER. We do a lot of websites, graphics, business cards, mixing, mastering, anything to make the artist hot. That's what we do.
Got you. A lot of things going on. Where are you based out of?
Macon, Georgia.
Okay, cool. Macon. So you have an independent record company. What's the name of it?
Boss LLC, Boss Label.
Okay. How many artists do you have under your label?
I have currently 7 and looking to sign 4 more.
Wow. Okay. Is it just you as the owner? Do you have partners that, work on the projects with you?
Yeah, I have a team. Actually, I have two PR publicists. Mm-hmm. I have a PR marketing director for my website, mm-hmm. and my personal assistant, then another CEO, my right-hand man, and screenwriter, 7 artists, a street team. I have a full-blown movement. Everybody has to play their role in order for everything to work smoothly. You can't do this thing by yourself at all.
Got it. So you have 7 artists already. What's the genres of music that they cover?
I cover all genres from hip-hop to pop to rock and roll, getting into the little country and R&B. I cover all genres of music.
That's great. So, a lot of the artists I've already sat down with are more so hip-hop, for you, with you having rock, pop artists, do you see that there's a difference in the way that you market those artists or avenues you take for them as opposed to promoting a hip-hop artist?
Yes, it's a big difference. I use, with the rock and roll and the pop artists, it's easier to get in venues, college venues, get on college tours, and easy to get on radio. So what you do is you use that avenue, and then you bring the hip-hop artists along, because a lot of people don't like to deal with hip-hop artists or rap because of the reputation it has. So a lot of people are skeptical unless you ever have a big name, then they endorse you. If you don't have a big name, they really shy away from it. So, but they tend to accept rock and roll and pop a whole lot faster than they would our culture or music.
Okay. So how do you, get well versed in all those different genres? You have to know the rock feel, the pop, the hip hop. What is there anything that you do to, just stay abreast of what's going on in all those different areas?
I listen, I study, I read charts, I read billboards, I research what's moving here in this area. If I'm in Texas, I need to know what's moving in every part of Texas. If I'm in Oklahoma, I need to know what's moving in Oklahoma, so it allows me to stay on top of what I'm doing. So if jazz is rocking in Oklahoma, I'm going out there full force with jazz.
Right.
I don't need to bring a hip-hop artist. I work my demographics according to the areas that I'm at.
Mm-hmm. That's very important, when you're handling business, to just stay informed. That's one of the main things, that'll set one business owner apart from the next, is just staying informed and knowing your market. That's huge,
Right.
I wanted to also ask you, do you feel that the hip-hop market is more saturated compared to rock and pop? It seems like everybody wants to be a rapper, Is it like that also with the other lanes?
It is, because rock and roll is saturated. There's 50 million rock and roll singers, 50 million country singers, 50 million pop singers. Everybody wants to be a star. You'll see that on American Idol. You barely see certain cultures on American Idol or the X Factor. You see what I'm saying? So it is saturated. The problem is, it's hard to identify that other culture is saturated for the simple fact that they work together. Everybody know they have a place and there's enough money for everybody to work together. In hip hop, we'll tear each other down, thinking that's the best way to get abroad to get bigger money when there's a lot of money for everybody to make. So that's what separates the culture. And plus, we don't take hip hop as a culture no more. Hip hop is a fad these days. It's what's hot, that's what we're going to do. It's what's hot, that's what we're going to do. Instead of it being a culture. Rock and roll, they consider it a culture. Pop is a culture. You see what I'm saying? Hip hop used to be a culture, but it's more so fad these days.
Right.
So it just make it hard.
So where do you want to go with your label? Do you want to stay independent? Do you want to get picked up by a major? What's your goals?
I'm signed to Universal now, Universal Music Group, under a couple of distribution deals. And Sony, I'm signed to Sony under a distribution deal. But I want to stay more so independent. That's why I just took the distribution, because I don't need to be paying back money that they give me. I can make my own money and pay myself back. That's very important. And it's a whole lot easier when you're independent, in my opinion. The only thing the big label has is more money to push you faster.
Right.
That's it.
So it seems like, you know, you have your hands in a lot of things. You have a studio, a label, you do graphics, you know, all these things going on. You have a whole team. Tell the people a little bit about, you know, your background as far as what you've done, you know, to get to where you are in your career right now. What has been your path for your career?
Actually, got a college degree in business administration. And what I have done is started off with helping my brother with his production company. And then started my other brother, he does filming. And I tried to bring these two guys together. They didn't want to come together, and they left me with all the equipment. So I took the time out to learn everything, and it got me more so involved in entertainment because they was in entertainment. And then what wound up happening is I know business, they don't know business. So I started talking to other business owners, where it allows me to the next door, to the next door, to the next door, till I got to where the point I'm at now, which is dealing with a lot of artists, networking with a lot of artists. I'm going to Vegas this weekend with a couple of A&Rs from Universal to sit down and politic with them, and we all gonna brainstorm on some ideas for my label, stuff like that. So it just opened up doors for just me knowing business. Actually, and then I got these distribution deals without any artists, because I just know business. And a lot of independent artists need to understand, just because you have talent don't mean you're going to get anywhere, because they're not going to deal with you. I can take the sorriest dude in the world and make him money because I know business. And they need to understand, if you're putting your team together, you need to put an executive in charge to run your team, not you and your cousin and little John across the street. All that talking about I got a record label. Wrong. Hire people. Hire you an accountant. Go pay money. Invest in your company, period. Go get a studio where y'all can all record at. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a publicist. Go get you a manager. Go get you somebody that can run your business and allow you to work as an artist or producer that you started off to be.
Right.
And that's where I came in through. I just love the business.
So how do you go about selecting your artists that you actually sign to your label? What is it, you know, that you look for?
Their drive and their heart, more so than their talent. Like, they got a drive for it.
Say that again. I love that. I want people to hear that. Drive and talent.
Drive and talent. That's it. Drive and heart.
And heart, right.
The heart for this. You got to have the heart for this. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of artists that got the talent, don't have the heart for it, don't have the drive for it. But there's artists that do have the drive for it, have some talent, and got a lot of passion for what they believe in. As long as you got passion for what you believe in, everybody else will believe your passion too. It's a whole lot easier to move with people that have that passion, have that drive, and have the heart for what they're doing.
People don't.
And you got to have God on your side.
Right. People don't understand, like, exactly how much work goes into promoting and marketing yourself. It's not, I feel like, doing it today. It's every day you have to have a schedule, an agenda. This is what I'm going to work on today. This is how it's going to help me reach where I want to go. And every day be focused, work it like a job to see the results, that you want to see at the end of the day.
It is a job, and that's how they're supposed to take it. If this is what you want to do, it's like you go to your 9 to 5 or your 5 to 10 in the morning. This is your job. You wake up, you want to be an artist. Boom, right? Take minimum wage these days, what, $7, $7.25, right? Is that what it is? Okay, 7 times 8 gives you $40, right?
56, but that's cool.
56, 7, yeah. My math, math all out. Yeah, I'm trying to get it. $56, right? So now, if an artist take his job serious, he'll go get $40 to $50 worth, $40, $50, 50 CDs a day, and go sell it for $1. 56 CDs, you sell it for $1 in an 8-hour period. You got when people make a minimum wage. If you take this thing serious, take that money, go invest in more CDs, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. At the end of the day, at the end of the week, you making the same thing you would be making at a minimum wage job or more. Actually more because you ain't paying taxes. So actually more. And that just really, if you take it that serious, you got to treat it like your job. You wake up, you shoot a music video. Your music video is your commercial. Don't shoot it in the hood with your homeboys talking about I want to get all these niggas in the video. Blase, blase. Cut that out. Cut that out, man. Shoot a video. This is your commercial. Your video is actually a commercial. Boom. You walk on this street. You need to have a book bag full of flyers, print CDs, everything, because you never know who going to want to hear your music constantly. You got to walk around with a bag with all your information in it. 2, you got to be out here in these clubs shaking hands with these DJs. Shaking hands. This is your career. If you're trying to make it a career, you don't go to college and go to class from 8 in the morning to 2 o'clock and then don't think you don't have homework. You know what I'm saying? So when you get done with that, you got to get home, do your homework, prep your stuff up again for the next day, and go back and do it again.
Okay, so, you've been given some real good knowledge. Let's just quickly go into, what avenues you use and you feel has been the best to market your artists, whether online, whether shows, what have you been doing to get their music out there? Real decent, nice looking press kit in the mail to different radio stations and colleges and internet radio. But my main marketing tool is visual marketing, meaning from photos to videos to anything that's visual, because people got to constantly see visual. And that's the game we playing these days. Everybody just don't want to hear your music no more. They want to see what you look like, see what you dance like, see what you walk like, see what you talk like. So just constant visual and independent magazines and online magazines, just constantly keep visual out there. Visual marketing is the main thing, media marketing. Okay, so you touched on the press kit. A lot of artists, I don't know if they know what a press kit is, so just shed some light on that so people know what they need to be shooting out to these DJs and labels. Okay, boom. A press kit is a cover letter, one thing, and then a bio information from your background from the beginning of you start music to the end, a flyer, a business card, a professional flyer, of where all your contacts at, how they can locate you, where they can go, a business card, and package up real nice and neatly, high gloss paper, nice envelope, a whole nice setup with the singles that you're pushing or the music that you're pushing, MP3 format and WAV format. Gotcha. That's perfect press kit. And videos, anything like that needs to go in there? Professionally? You can, depending on your video. Yep. If it's not derogatory or you want to do a video just talking about you, all the information they can get on you is possible, basically. Got it. The less the work, the more the better. Got it. So that's great. I think you've, given a lot of informative advice to artists and other people in the entertainment business from the business side and the, artist side trying to do their thing. So I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to me, taking the time out to schedule. And at no problem. We'll put up all your links. You want to say any, any closing tips, closing advice? Shoot. Yes. Definitely. Put God first and everything will happen. Great. Thank you so much, Shawn, for taking the time out, okay? And good luck with all your... Thank you. Thank
You too.
All right.
Yeah.